I guess so. Maybe set it on your table. That's all right. Yeah, because maybe you need a little bit more space. Thank you for that. Very accommodating. There we go. And you can be my camera person. All right. Good.
Still people are not coming. Like, I think you need to move a little bit of your tables.
Oh, well, that's okay. The main person is
okay.
going to be right here, as long as I'm more or less in the shot.
Yeah, you are.
All right. Fast food. So you can get, yes. Those y'all who just tuned in to YouTube, today the ESL students are going to have a debate. Should we ban plastic water bottles? Be sure to smash that like button. Hit subscribe.
On the topic, the plastic.
I'm going to put it
with a kind of introduction.
Yes, that's part of it.
Laura?
The person
Oh, yeah.
something.
We're gonna stand there.
The way it works is usually, well, you know what I'll do is I'll coin or something like that. Please. Yeah, flip a coin and say who goes first. I think that would be good. Usually that's your thing.
Yeah, we got this.
Alright. Actually, I like that idea. Let me I'll flip the coin. So you might have the opportunity to go first or not. You know what? I'll just let y'all decide. And then if that's okay, if you're volunteering to go first, I'll let your team go first. And then after that, unless if your opponents agree, that's okay. You guys all right that that team going first?
Can I first? I thought.
No, not yet. I'm gonna start it up yet. Thank you, but not quite. I need to get this thing ready.
It's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you.
It's up to you if you want to start.
I can help you if you.
Countdown.
I can't help you help if.
Kate and Kate. 2 minutes at the end. All right. And we'll go ahead and
Why do
start
they
this.
2 minutes?
All right.
I thought it's 7 minutes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to start the live stream. It's so fast. Maybe you want to fast forward through this video part. Here we go. So, all right. How about all the people who should be where they are? You know, go where they are. Team would disagree. Yeah. There you go. There's a survey for you to fill out later if you want about who won this debate. So for those of y'all in the audience that are going to be debating tomorrow, you still get to participate. I'm going to give you a survey, and the survey that I'm handing out to you is it says, which team do you think won the debate? So that doesn't necessarily mean the team that you necessarily agree with, right? It's which team do you think made the better case for banning plastic water bottles? If you're all not familiar with the word ban, that means to prohibit, make it illegal, like 100%. If it were reduced, I would use a word like restricted, right? Now, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about like banning plastic water bottles, I guess everywhere, making them illegal. So at any rate, here you go. I'm gonna pass this out, and and you can also make comments on the back. Those of y'all in the audience, whenever you fill out this survey, don't put your name on it, because what I'll do is I'll copy this into a PDF and I'll make it available to all of them so they can see your comments. Okay? They won't know who you are, right? So feel free to be honest. Anonymous. That's right. It'll be anonymous and honest and very be good. So those of y'all who are awesome, you guys are all prepared. Those of y'all who are preparing for tomorrow, please give these teams your eyeballs, because they work really hard on this. As you guys are working really hard on this too, right? Okay, coming up to the big screen, and if you guys are agreed, if it's okay, they go first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, you're so magnanimous, so very nice and generous of you. All right, coming up to the big screen, to the big podium here, it's going to be Team Disagree. They're going to start first. Team Disagree, give them a big hand. Give them a comment.
Vale. Saca el paisa que llevas dentro. Saca el paisa que llevas dentro.
All right, and you can start any time you like, Mr. Hefe. Go ahead.
Hello everyone, good morning.
Yeah.
So, today I want to talk about the economic impact of banning plastic water bottles and why I believe they should not be banned. So, let's start. First of all, plastic bottles fact industry supports many jobs and business. And people work in a factory to make the plastic bottles, in transportation to deliver them, and in recycling centers to process them after use. So if plastic bottles are banned, thousands of people should lose their jobs. This is sad. Second, many small business really are selling drinks in plastic bottles. Something, for example, soda, cola, iced tea, anything else. But the glass bottles are more expensive. For example, if you want to buy plastic bottles, you can buy 25 cents. But the glass one is $6 or more. It's very expensive and hard to store because the glass bottles are really heavy. So if plastic bottles are banned, this business might lose money or ever shut down. Third, plastic bottles are cheaper to produce. It helps keep price low, and this everybody can buy plastic bottles. But if we ban this, the plastic bottles price will go up, and not everyone can afford this. And finally, I think the little thing, but for me it's really important, the accessibility. For example, you can find plastic bottles everywhere, the vending machine, the stores, or anything else. But did you see even the glass bottles, the vending machine, or something else you can find it easily? No, because actually we use the plastic bottles for accessibility. Everybody has the water, but if we don't have, we want the accessibility, the water bottles, the drink. So that's
Saca de plástico.
thank you.
Okay. Team still has a few minutes. If you're finished with what you're saying, your team still has a few minutes. They can keep talking if they'd like to. It's up to you. It's your choice. Sure, if you'd like to. It's entirely up to you. So you're still part of the 7-minute part, the introduction. If you'd like to just stop and save it for later, it's up to you guys. You'd like to do that? Okay, that's fine. So you guys are done with your opening remarks. Now we're going to move on to these folks that have 7 minutes. Okay, so so at any rate, that was the opening remarks and stuff. So if you all remember how this whole thing works, each team gets 7 minutes to make their opening arguments, and then after that, the second cycle, you'll all have 5 minutes each to respond to one another, and the third round will be 2 minutes, etc. So, since I got a little time, I'll make some comments, man, about how you're saying it. I like that you're using the space and you're walking around. It's very dynamic, and it keeps people engaged. You're not just staying in one place. And I like how well organized your points were. That they were very distinct and you were prepared. The economic impact is a lot of people working in the industry, not just manufacturing, but recycling and all the rest.
Out my head, not read the paragraph. So I want to talk to my head because I tried. How can I talk? Yeah, I tried for me. How can I speak?
Yeah.
Actually, the exam for me.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's what we're looking for too. We don't want you to just merely read it. It's off the top of your head. Yet it's still well organized. And of course, there's some challenges with the delivery, but each one was rather distinct. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna let you guys have 7 minutes to fight against your rival, your adversary, your rival. Okay, let's give some
Yay!
Team agree. Okay, and anytime you like.
Hello everyone.
Good morning.
I talk about classical should be banned. Okay?
Okay.
So I just want to remind one thing. So now where are we living now?
In the world, on the earth.
The earth.
On Earth.
Yeah.
So now we have a duty that we have to protect our environment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Absolutely. Yeah. So first things so plastic bottle is very bad for the environment. Like so for example, they do not easily break down in the ocean. So there are a ton of plastic bottles in the ocean, and so that some of the animals like take mistake by we made a mistake, like for example, throw away our plastic bottle in the oceans, or wasting of plastic bottle in the ocean like that. So the reason why we have to protect our environment, okay? And second thing, so now this day we don't need to use anymore. So we can replace plastic bottle with this bottle. Yeah, reusable. Yeah, it's good way to protect our environment, and also it helps our economy, right? Yeah. And last one, so plastic is made from fossil fuels like oil and natural gas. Yeah. So making plastic uses a lot of energy, and it creates carbon dioxide, CO2. Yeah. CO2 is a greenhouse that it causes climate change. Yeah. So when you make and use plastic, so it causes increased carbon emissions. And so for the earth, so for our future, we should stop using plastic water bottles. Yeah. That's it, teacher.
Oh, okay, cool. Good. All right. Did anybody else in your team want to continue going on? You can just keep talking if you want to. If you have a lot to say, you can do it this time. It's up to you. No?
No, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, you can save it later? Okay, sounds good. You guys save it later. All right. Give me a hand, everybody. That's fine. Okay. So, the opening thing. So, like tomorrow, you'll see that there's a ceiling, right? You don't necessarily have to spend all 7 minutes. Yeah, necessarily. It's a maximum. It's not a minimum or etc. Okay. So now we're moving on to the second part, where each team is going to. First of all, I'll give you some feedback. I like how you engage with the audience with a rhetorical
very
question.
confident.
Hey, we live on planet Earth, don't we? All right, etc. And again, you're pretty well organized. Like you said, this, it's an ecological problem because of the animals, etc., and because we have other options, it's not necessary. That was your basic point, right? And among other things. So, at any rate, now this team over here is going to respond to some of the things they said, right? So, let's give them a hand, everybody. Let's give her a big hand. This is
Nice.
Anytime you want.
Okay, we're talking about why plastic should be banned, but I think that it's a missed opportunity. Recyclability is a missed opportunity because instead of trying to find a solution, we're just trying to ban plastic, and that's not the real solution. Plastic bottles, especially those that are made of PET, can be recycled and used again to make new products like clothing, like new bottles, or more products. Instead of banning them, we can focus on making them recycling easier and better. Like in some countries, like in Germany and Norway, they do return system that can give people money if they return the bottles. So they recycle more than the 90%, and the 90% of their bottles. So we can also make companies more responsible for the waste they create by having laws that require them to manage their packaging, yeah, their packaging. And teaching how to recycle the right way is also is very important because many bottles don't get recycled and they just end up in the ocean or in the earth, and the earth, and many animals end up dying, and it also damage the earth, and it also affects us. So it's very important that we learn how to recycle the correct way, and yeah, basically that we don't have to try to ban the plastic instead of finding a solution.
Very
Okay. You guys still have some time if anybody else wants to say something. If you want to save it for later. Like everybody's got to speak, right? So let you know. Okay, you're done. That team. Okay, got it.
Take our turn.
Yeah, that's right. We'd like to take our turn now. Okay, so now this time, Team Agree is going to make their way up there to respond to some other things you guys
Who's
said.
next?
Who's next? Huh? Well, yeah. She's not here today. All right. One more time? Sure. Yeah. If you feel confident to improvise some stuff too, yeah, it'd be great. I'm sure you got some things to say, and now's the opportunity to kind of respond back to some of the things that they've said already.
I can give you one more chance, yeah.
Oh man! All right, everybody's got to speak sometime.
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. All right, give me a hand, everybody.
Me?
You can say whatever you can say, or
You can do it. You can do it.
Come on, Moses.
Get a confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of you's got to speak.
Go.
So, what, were you waiting to speak during the 2 minutes at the end or something?
Yeah.
Jose, why don't you say something?
Yeah.
Not now?
Well, okay. So after this 5 minutes, you only have 2 minutes.
You need to
at the
go
end, so you need to use this time.
No, because I would have to cover Valeria.
They don't have to. It's you that need the cover part. So I'm only grading you on how you're speaking. That's it. And you're just getting up here and you're talking about the topic. I'm listening. I'm not listening. It's not a debate team, a debate class, or anything like that. So why don't you do next? I think
Guys, we want to listen to you.
Then Moses at this point maybe he's still thinking about it. Yeah, maybe Valerie was going to say something, but that's okay. You can go up there and say whatever you were going to say. Yeah. Okay.
Keep continue doing.
Go ahead, Jose.
Keep continue doing.
Let's give some confidence, everybody.
Yay!
All right.
So my boss.
Yeah.
Good morning, class.
Good
Good morning, our dear opponent. How are you all doing?
Yeah.
All right, today we're talking about why plastic bottles should be banned.
Yes.
And I firmly believe that plastic bottles should be banned because plastic water bottles significantly contribute to environmental pollution. Over 1 million bottles are purchased every minute globally, and most are not recycled. These plastics often end up in oceans and landfills, harming wildlife and ecosystem. Banning them would push individuals and companies towards sustainable alternatives like reusable bottles and improved water infrastructure. I firmly believe that plastic bottles should be banned because time after time they have been causing harmful environmental pollution in our rivers, seas, and also landfills. And all of that has contributed to our air pollution. So I totally agree that plastic bottles should be banned. That's all I would say for now.
Okay, for now. Alright, so this team, you still got about 3 minutes, and if you want to just keep going on about what you're saying, I think he's thinking about it. Did you want to say anything else? You're welcome to, you don't have to.
So I want to boss. I want to give a chance to.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're saying. It looks like Moses, did you want to use some of your time that your team was using right now? You want to talk right now?
Well, is example of other things.
Eventually, yeah, no, but you still have some time here too, so, you know, okay. It's, you have 2 minutes at the end you can use. Okay, it's up to you. You're all done?
Oh, we are done.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let's do that. Okay, so moving on now to the last segment of the debate. So those of y'all are, oh, there she is. Okay, let's give her some confidence, everybody. 2 minutes to talk, and I guess it's between you and Ms. Luciana. You both are going to speak within 2 minutes.
Okay. Today I want to speak in favor of using plastic using plastic water bottles. Not because they are just perfect, just because they are convenient, accessible, and practical for million people around the world. I'm going to start with the convenience. Plastic water bottles are easy to carry and also are lightweight and ready to drink anytime and anywhere. It doesn't matter if you are at the gym, in a road trip, at the school, or at work. Grabbing a water bottle is quick and simple. You don't have to worry about washing or refilling a reusable. You feel nervous. You don't have to worry about washing or refilling reusable bottle if you are on the go. For many people with busy lives, it really matters. Now I'm going to talk about the accessibility. Not everyone has clean water or tap water in their house or in a public space. Also, some countries has the water infrastructure is very different and a little unreliable. In those cases, bottled water can be safer and more reliable for an option. Also, during emergencies like hurricanes, floods, or power outages, plastic water bottles are often the only clean water source available. In short, plastic water bottles are often plastic water bottles offer freedom, flexibility, and access to the people until we find a truly global and eco-friendly option for everyone. Plastic bottles remain an important and helpful option.
Hey, good job.
Yeah. So, by the way, this is the last segment to speak. So I'm actually just going to extend it because I think eventually Luciana's got something to say eventually too, right? Yeah. Oh, why don't I just give them 2 minutes and I'll give you guys 4 minutes to talk. I like you're going to use it. But anyway, you got to speak too. And by the way, so tomorrow, it doesn't have to be one person per segment. You just, like I was telling you, the first segment gets 7 minutes, and I think you use like 3 of it.
Okay.
Anyway, whatever. Go ahead. Talk.
Hi, my friend.
Hi.
One more reason that plastic bottle should be banned is many places it is still difficult to have clean water. In a disaster relief emergency, plastic bottle reduces risk of injury because it is more easy to carry and many risks about the glass water.
Sí,
Are you ready?
Concise,
Okay.
Concise.
Oh, right. So 2 minutes at the end. So actually, I'm going to make this 4 minutes. Sure.
5 minutes, okay, 5 minutes, okay.
Yeah, you 5 minutes. Yeah, why not?
Very nice.
You're off the rails with regard to the structure. Never mind. Okay, so everybody's got to speak.
If
so.
you can, I will start.
So, it's all right. Everybody's got to speak. So, you were going to say something next, Mr. Moses? All right, let's go. All right,
Let's
let's
go,
go.
let's go.
Each a close start. No problem. You're good.
With all the attitude, Moises. Come on.
So about why plastic barrel should be banned. So I will talk about alternative. So I will start like banning bottled water is a complex use. So we propose point to the environment impacts of plastics, what and the potential of increased sugar drinks consumption of bottled water is unavailable. Opponent highlight the benefits of bottled water is a safe and healthy alternative to tap water of sugar drinks and the potential of consumer choice. So alternative to ban the bottled water is like promotion reusable water bottle, improving recycling rates, promoting tap water, and exploring sustainable alternative. The first one is about promoting reusable bottled water. Okay, we can find that encourage the use of reusable bottled water in refill station. The second one they talk about improving recycling rate. You have to invest in infrastructure and education to increase recycling rates for all bucket drains. And the other one is promoting tap water. You have to make tap water more accessible and appealing. Appealing. You have to the other one is exploring sustainable alternative. And sustainable alternative, we have to invest in research and develop of sustainable bags and delivery system for water. I think my coworker, he will spend how he will develop everything right now. I strongly believe that we all need water, drinking, or to do our stuff. But I don't believe that we totally need plastic water bottle. Why? As our opponents say here, it is easy, like, to get a plastic bottle, water, and drink. But most of the times, we don't think about the causes, the harmful consequences it can cause to our planet, our wildlife, and our sea life. Most most of the times we only focus on what benefits us, but we don't think about others. That's one of the reasons why we think, our group think, that plastic bottled waters are harmful to our environment. And another thing is that we need water to survive, but we don't need plastic bottled waters to survive. It is true that in some countries we have limited access to clean water, but we can also look for another alternatives instead of using what can cause harmful situations to our nature, to ourselves, and to our planet. So I think instead of using that, we can look for other solutions, because if we're focused on, searching for other alternatives, I believe we can find it. But definitely, plastic bottled waters shouldn't be our conclusion.
Oh man, very passionate from the heart there. Thanks, man. All right. Hey, listen, I recognize, I take for granted, I talk in front of people all the time, and I know for you guys, it's not, most people, it's hard to get in front of people and see a bunch of eyeballs looking at me. I'm used to it. I mean, I'm just a teacher, but I'm actually a musician at my church, so eyeballs looking at me is no big deal. I kind of forget. It's kind of hard to get in front of people.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of helps to have this in front of you. But even despite that, I got to.
No, I personally think that it flows when you're connected to what you're talking about, and when you really mean it.
Mm-hmm.
Like my first time I used my phone, but the second one I was just feel that I need to connect to what I'm supposed to say.
I hear you. Yeah, you found somewhere in here where you can I can talk about where I. Yeah. So by the way, in just a moment, I'm going to open this up to. Why not? I'm going to open it up to Q&A from the audience. Would anybody like to ask a question? If either team agree, yes, we should ban plastic water bottles, or would anybody like to direct a question over here to team disagree? You're like, yeah, one way or the other. Anybody feel? This is not a topic anybody cares about.
No question.
Okay, well, while you're thinking about it, Pablo, thank you, man. Thank you, Pablo. All right, for the live stream. There you go.
I have a question for that team.
All right.
I didn't understand good, like, what is the good
Solution?
good solutions or good options that replace the plastic bottled waters.
Alternatives.
Also, yeah, I already told you. So I just want to talk real quick. Use this bottle.
But
Use the bottle, yeah.
but that you can recycle you can recycle that.
It is possible.
You can do it.
But the problem,
You cannot recycle that? Is there-
yeah, but the problem is how much is gonna cost that.
It depends on product.
Yeah, that's true. It would be cost.
It would be costly.
It would be costly to do that. But at the end, it wouldn't cause any harmful situation for us. That should be our end. The consequence of that. So it is true that plastic bottles. To do plastic bottles it is cheaper to do that. But what happens at the end? It ends up in our seas, in our rivers. It pollutes the air, in our landfills. It causes harms to animals. That's our focus. The end.
Cool. Got it. Fair enough. Okay. By the way, did anybody in the team disagree? Want to weigh in about the whole practicality of? Yeah. Anybody else? Huh? Yeah. What would you think about that? Yeah.
Okay.
You kind of touched on that with your partner. There's other alternatives other than banning. That was a good point, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, we can use plastic bottles and recycle them. And besides that, we can receive money for recycling them. So there's no specific need to use like a metal bottle, you know. And yeah, there's many ways to keep the earth safe and make it a better place for animals and for us as well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I
But without banning it,
disagree.
is what your point is. Yeah.
I totally disagree.
All right.
with what you said.
Totally.
Why? Because nowadays we have metal cans like Fanta, like Coca-Cola, and they're cheaper to do that. And when talking about economic stuff or incentives, whenever you return that, you can be paid more for that because metals are costly. Costly, right?
That's right. Costly
Yeah,
is another word
they
for
are
expensive.
costly.
Yeah, expensive.
Yeah, metals are costly than plastic. So I believe metals could be a better option than plastic.
But people who are like who cannot afford this kind of metal water bottles or who are homeless, how are they gonna cope up? How are they going to get water?
How are they going to get water?
Yeah, but because no, everyone cannot afford this kind of bottles. No.
Yeah, but I
So
strongly believe.
what would they do?
You know, there was always a solution for something whenever you're focused on looking for a solution.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't mean you have to specifically get this one. Like we have a variety of plastic bottles.
Mm-hmm.
So I also believe that we have a variety of metal bottles or whatever. Like we have the ones that are cheaper than plastic water bottles. Like for example, Coca-Cola, tin Coca-Cola, or the cans.
Sure.
So whenever you have to return them as well, you can be paid for that even more. So I don't believe that plastic bottles could be a better option than.
Concern for the poor. Did anybody want to weigh in about you were kind of talking about the
Actually,
economic
we don't need to this. We focus the better recycled system or education people how to throw out the plastic bottles, because many people throw the wrong place or wrong trash to put the plastic bottles. So if we education the how put this true way, I think we can this plastic solution to in the habitat or grow.
Alright, sounds good. I saw a question over here. Ms. Laura, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say that you guys did a good job, and I agree with this group, and I agree with the other group as well, because I agree with this group when you say that we can use our own water bottles, and actually is a good reason or a good excuse to personalize our water bottles and to protect the planet. No, avoid the usage of plastic water bottles, right? But I agree with this group that the solution is recycling. So we have to face the problem, and we just don't have to eliminate the problem or just ban the plastic water bottles. We have to face it, and we have to learn how to manage this, because we don't have only plastic water bottles. We have plastic in everything. So we have to learn, and it's a good opportunity to learn how to recycle. And that's why I agree with you guys. Both groups.
Oh, that's so. I just want everybody to get along. That's sweet. No, thank you for saying this. Very articulate. Anybody else want to weigh in about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Speak.
I want to contradict.
Oh.
I want to contradict Efe, what he said.
Okay.
Because I strongly believe that even though in our processing plants for recycling our plastic water bottles, there is still something that is happening there. And most of the times we burn the bottles to convert it to another stuff. And what is happening to our atmosphere? What is happening to the workers, to the people working in those processing plants? They are inhaling something that is harmful to them. Probably that could cause a bad consequence in their lives in maybe 30 years or
Good
40
one.
years. So we also have to create awareness of that. And not only that, I mean, our group is focused on the end. Is focused on the end. What is going to happen? Probably in 40 years, in 50 years ahead, what will happen to our planet? That's our focus. So that's why we strongly believe that plastic water bottles should be banned at all.
For our future. Okay, cool. I'm sorry, y'all. Anybody else want to say something? No, no. Okay. Hey, everybody, give both of a hand. Yeah. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. I want one more question now. As those of y'all on the internet and don't know, these teams got put into these teams randomly. So they may or may not personally agree with the point that they were making. That Choi, now that the debate is over and finished. Yeah. Do you feel like you were put into the team that you personally agree with, more or less? Yeah. I know you were making good arguments about for your team, but it doesn't line up with how you personally feel. Choi?
Yeah, so I agree with my teammates. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You agree with the team you're in.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you were put in that team over there, it would have been a little harder to line up with your point of view. Yeah. How about you, Jose? Yeah. Were you put in the team that more or less aligns with how you feel, more or less?
No, I agree with my team because
Yeah.
we're focused
Sure.
on the end. What will happen?
There you go. Cool. I can tell.
We just focus on our future. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How about you, Moses? Were you put in the team that you agree with, more or less?
I agree about point for that. What's his name?
Laura.
Laura talk about like
We just finished a level and you didn't know.
She's agree, but she disagree.
She
Like
most of the time.
50-50.
Okay.
Because if you see like if they ban the bottled water, if you travel like you're going to other country, other city, your water is down from this. From this, if you put the water inside, after you're down to drain all the water, if there are no more plastic bottle or there are no more water that you can buy, what you're supposed to do after that? So, yeah, like bottled water. If there are no more bottled water, like all the people have to put the water inside that, inside this bottle. What you can do if you water it down.
That's why I'm telling you a solution.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I'm 50-50. But in other point, I say like all the people or all the people cannot save the how to try or throw life or to put the trust.
Okay, let's try that.
Yeah, the trust. Don't
Not
say
everybody can throw it away safely.
okay. For because only people, some people can throw the trash whenever you walk, Other people will project like, no, this is environment, so this is area. They have to respect the environment for the people. But that's why I don't know if I agree or I disagree.
Okay.
Probably if they talk about paint, maybe the government make more study about this, like the people don't use the water bottle when they don't to drink. So maybe that's why they want to paint.
All right.
So
Hey, man, I'm glad you're speaking a lot now. It gives me a lot of chance to hear your English. That's great. I love it. We're trying to pull that out. I'm glad it's By the way, another way to say what you're saying, I'm 50-50. That's a good way of saying it. I am conflicted between this team and that team is another way to say it. Yeah, everybody say, I'm conflicted.
I'm conflicted.
Yeah, it means like I don't know. I'm ambivalent. It could be this way or that way. All right, I'm just curious. Were you put on the team that you personally agree with? Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
I agree.
Everything you said was sincere, right? Okay, that wasn't
Yeah,
a problem.
I think that plastic is not the problem. I think we are the problem.
Ooh, all right.
Because we don't know how to recycle or we don't care about it. We're not thinking about the future. So we are the problem because we don't manage the use of plastic very well. So
Yeah.
we just drink water in a plastic bottle and then just throw it away.
Yeah.
But we don't think about the consequences for the future that will affect each of us and yeah, the earth in general. So-
human behavior, blame that mostly, not
Yes.
not the industry.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
fair
So
enough.
I think that if we decrease the use of plastic bottles or plastic in general, I think it's better than just banning the plastic bottles or all the plastic. And maybe we can use like different material, like organic materials
Right.
to use instead of plastic. So, yeah.
Well said. Very nice.
Completely disagree.
Oh, it's- I love how you. That's great. You're always inserting that in there. I'm just curious, Luciano, were you put on the team that you agree with? Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Okay. More.
So we have-
Valentino, are you put on the team you agree
I
with?
am agree with Mari.
So both of y'all said I am agree.
I agree.
I agree is a verb, is a to-do verb, by the way. Everybody say I agree.
I agree.
It's hard, I know, because you wanted to say I am or she is. So that's
It's
for like
because
an
in
adjective.
Spanish, yeah, in
Adjective,
Spanish.
yeah. Everybody say I agree with you.
I
agree with you.
Yeah, I usually don't say I am agree. Don't, yeah, try to avoid saying that. Anyway, all right, okay, you're on the team.
I agree with Mari because I think we have to find solutions for, I think it's a problem for the education,
Okay.
not just the plastic water. I think it's the education
All right.
and that's it.
All right.
I agree with Mari.
Okay, nice. She's like your.
I agree with my friends. I already said, of course, the plastic pollution is very dangerous, but we need to focus new recyclable system and education of people because in 21st century most of people throw away the plastic bottles, away the plastic bottles. If we throw away the right place and right cycle, I think we can fix this situation.
Okay, yeah. So it's about behavior. Okay, so luckily you were in the right team then, aren't you?
Yes.
Y'all, that's what's gonna happen for you guys tomorrow. So you can see it's taking about 45 minutes. So what's gonna happen first thing tomorrow, right about 9, maybe 9:05. Okay, is
Don't be right.
we're gonna do the other 2 debates. So we're gonna be so that we can finish up with the two debates tomorrow. So let's see. Yeah, y'all can head up. Yeah, give them a big hand again. Yeah. So let me see. What is the deal? Oh, food. Let me. No, you're going to leave them here, yeah, because other teams got to do something too. Other classes got to do something. Hey, let's get a volunteer. So we can plan ahead for this now. Where are you? There it is. It's coming. Projector closed down. Do I have a volunteer to go at 9:05 tomorrow? Zoo should continue to exist, or fast food in public schools? Does any team feel confident to go first tomorrow? Oh,
I don't know about the traffic.
that's true. You don't know about the time. Well, maybe it's I think we can make it if we make
15?
it 9:15. Yeah, if we start.
Yeah,
10,
that's my
well,
son.
maybe okay. And by the way, I'll be flexible, of course. You don't have to. I have had it happen where the team already
Can I
started
start?
and then one of the students
Guys,
comes
do you
in
want to
in the middle
start?
of the thing. So
And the traffic is every day.
Ladies first.
No, I mean
That's
our
different.
yeah, because you're agree, we disagree.
Wanna go?
Yeah.
Pablo,
So do you want to start?
You're pretty regular. To be honest, I'm sorry to call you out, man, but you
want to
come
start
pretty late
tomorrow?
often? Is it difficult to get here on time? Can you even get here at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, I can.
Can you?
Yeah.
And are
I-
you
But
volunteering?
not for tomorrow.
Well,
We can do it in the same order, like topic B tomorrow, topic C Wednesday.
Well, no, we can't do Wednesday. No. We're doing both of them tomorrow.
it's a Saturday, it's
Thank you.
Saturday.
Thank you. No, we're doing both of them tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, but same order. Like topic B first.
That's what you're suggesting.
Okay.
Now, hold on. Tao, I'm just curious, where, there you are, I'm sorry. Tao and Natalie and Dennis, are y'all comfortable doing it first thing in the morning? if you're not, feel free to weigh in. Okay, you feel fairly confident. All right, let me ask the other team. All depends on the traffic, right?
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes. Fair enough. I understand. Is it gonna be a problem? Yeah. You think? Okay. Yan. Yeah. You guys are. Sometimes you're here before I am.
So let's see
well then,
tomorrow.
So we'll take Pablo's advice.
B.
We're gonna go.
Topic B is going to
Topic B first tomorrow, and then after they're finished, we'll do fast food. B and C in order then.
Okay.
Okay, why don't y'all go to lunch early so I can give a makeup test to a couple of students, and then, all right? Yeah, don't disturb other classes, but you know.
the teacher they
So,
Martin,
I'll go to. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Let me close this up. Oh, if you don't mind.